Uh, Hello, everybody. Welcome to belated team meeting 68. We're going to do a quick meeting just to give you some updates on some upcoming courses, a little bit of a woodblock preview and update of what we're looking for if you want to be a part of it, as well as Rob's experience in New York City this past week and surveying the public as well as students. So I'll get started with our upcoming courses. We have Advanced Online Teaching Strategies starting August 5th, a university quality course designed in the same manner as courses taken with online schools. This is essentially for folks who are already teaching and who want to enhance or polish up their online teaching ability. We have Adult Education Basics for online instructors. So this gives folks the most relevant, applicable, and necessary adult education theories and principles that every online instructor needs to be effective regarding the facilitation of their class and the learning process. So again, another complementary course to those teaching online who want to further refine their skills. Advanced, the previous course I mentioned, begins August 5th. The current one I'm speaking of is July 15th. And then we have two philosophy courses by one of our early professors, Dr. John Bolton. We have Philosophy of Love, which starts August 3rd. I'm going to let you, as the viewer or interested party, read about that course on our website. There's some important information for you to read before jumping into this class because some of the content can be sensitive or unsuitable for not for all audiences. And then a beginner's philosophy is just like what it sounds. It's a fun intro to philosophy, suitable for total beginners, but also going deep into human being philosophical questions. So those two courses start on August 3rd. Those two courses start August 3rd, and that is the preview of courses to come. Rob, do you want to go over New York City and woodblock?
Yeah, let me talk a little bit about woodblock. Remember, it's August 3rd. We're going to have the draft schedule out this week. I'm finishing up that today and tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have one day where we have all kinds of different discussions on various aspects of higher education, online learning, and what we see is the future of Oplerno and higher ed and how we're going to be navigating what will be some crazy times in terms of education finances over the next 6 months. And it'll be a really interesting discussion, and you're welcome to participate. If you have an idea for a session, please send it to me at skiff@oplerno.com, and we'll see if we can get you a slot. The most interesting thing last week was spending time in Washington Square Park in New York City interviewing a lot of students and also faculty members about online education and student loan debt. We've been doing these interviews in Burlington, Vermont, and also in New York City, and we're going to be doing some of them also over in Europe, and also integrating our survey into our website over the next couple of weeks. My discussions and the survey results really indicate that student loan debt is a huge issue in terms of students. And interestingly enough, down at New York City, Washington Square Park borders, is in the middle of the campus of NYU. The students were either heavily indebted and taking out a lot of student loans, or they were kind of given a lot of financial aid from NYU to pursue their education. The only thing that we've got to refine in terms of our survey questions is when people say they've received a lot of financial aid, that isn't necessarily financial aid. For some institutions, they call that access to student loans or access to grants that become loans. And many times also with the financial aid, it lasts for 2 years, and then for the final 2 years, it isn't available. So you have to be really careful when you're talking about whether someone is if someone has said they don't have any student loan debt, the question is, do they really understand that a little bit later on they're going in their college career they're going to be incurring it? We also had some interesting discussions with 20, 30, and 40-year-olds about going back to school, what they're interested in studying, and finally, that whole section, Washington Square Park was also filled with. I met 4 different adjunct faculty members, and not from Oplerno, but people who are adjuncting in other places in the country. And the issue of pay is, of course, really critical, and also control. So when I talked with them a little bit about Oplerno after doing the survey, they were really excited, and so I've got a bunch of different cards and leads on new faculty members. What does this tell me? Real simple. We're really onto something with Oplerno. We've definitely targeted the market for faculty properly. Students haven't yet heard about us, but when they hear about us, they like what we're doing, and they like the choice. So we've got a little bit of work to do to get the word out, and we're going to be spending a lot more time looking for institutional affiliations like we have with Burlington College and other not-for-profits. So long as we keep plugging away, we're going to be building more and more of student and community base and expanding. So it was great to go down there and have some of our ideas confirmed, and also figuring out ways in which we can improve things to get the word out. So that was the trip. For faculty members viewing this, please remember that you should work hard on getting your course completed, because we are going to be able to offer your course along with other courses at Oplerno to the students of Burlington College, and also their network of their networking community. So, and we'll hopefully have a couple more institutions lined up before the summer's out. So the more you can get your stuff, the more stuff you can get out there, the higher likelihood you have a chance to fill your class. So that's really essentially what we've got in terms of our short meeting today. Next week we'll have a little bit of a longer meeting, and it'll be Monday at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is the usual time that we've got it. All right. So I think that's it for the team meeting today. If you have any questions, please send them to skiff@oplerno.com or questions@oplerno.com, and we'll do our best to answer them. All right. Thank you all very much, and we'll see you soon, and see you online.